Hey, how's it going, everybody? In this video, we're going to be talking about the top 3 ways to use the condition function in ManyChat. My name is Charlie Walker. I'm the founder of Chatbots That Convert. I focus on consulting and coaching on Facebook Messenger bots, and I'm obsessed with them, honestly. So if you're interested in Facebook Messenger, you want to learn more about it, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Turn on the little notification because I'm going to be continuing to push out some new content, especially as things change on the platform and you need to update it, just like you're seeing now. This was released today. If you're familiar with ManyChat, this is probably something that looks crazy to you, right? It was rolled out today to kind of a smaller beta group. So let's jump right into the content. So the first thing that I want to tell you about is something that I think is very powerful and something that people miss. You know how you're sending up a sequence and you've got somebody in a 5-day drip campaign, and let's say on day 5 you say, well, I've had you for 4 days now, you're ready for an offer, I need to start selling you something. Well, what you probably forgot is that they probably haven't interacted with your chatbot since day 1 or 2. So you're sending this content, and then day 5, that sounds like a good day to give them a discount on some sort of product, right? Wrong, because you're breaking the Facebook terms of service. You're not supposed to do that because you don't know if they have interacted with your chatbot in the last 24 hours. Then you get a +1. And if you're not familiar with the 24 + 1 rule, I'm not going to be able to explain it quickly in this video, so I've got another one on that to look for that. But you can use the conditions to safely send promotional offers. Okay, so let's take a look. Let's say that I've got a mini course here where on day 1 they received day 1's training, right? And then I drip 5 days of the mini course to them, over 5 days, right? And then after the 5 days, it's time to present them with an offer. On day 5, in the video, I showed them, I said, hey, if you love this mini course, you're going to love my main course. It's $10 million. Go check out right now, right? But then we want to follow up because they're probably not going to buy the first time. So we want to kind of follow up, continue to show them the offer, present it to them, and also add some scarcity. But how do you do this without going to Facebook jail? So the first offer, or the first day after this, I think this is just a simple message that says it just kind of tries to re-engage them by the only thing they can click is yes, I want more dog obedience, and then we tell them about the offer. But let's say that you want to send a message, and you want to send if they've interacted with your bot in the past 24 hours, you want to send them a promotional message because you can, because Facebook term of service says that's okay. So what you would do when you set up your sequence is start off with a condition. And actually, this is, maybe I need to edit it. I guess I just created this one a little bit ago. So to start off with a condition, what you would actually do is come over here to the right, click this little card thing, and you would click condition. And that way you can, it's not letting me, that way you can kind of drag it around. But one thing you'll notice is you can set some conversations from it. You're going to need to take this starting step and drag it to your condition so that on day 1 it starts off with, well, before I send any messages, I need to check this condition. Okay? And so what I've done here is, does the user match all the conditions? So you can do any or all the conditions, and then we're going to scroll down to last interaction, or maybe that was, where was it? Hold on. Let me just get rid of this. So the condition is last interaction. So the last time they did anything on your bot was less than 1 day ago. That means that if they have interacted with your bot, sent a message to you, clicked on a button, it's fair game for you to send them promotional content. Okay? So if that's the case, we're going to send them something that's potentially salesy, saying, we're going to, just a reminder that our program is going to do this without that, something salesy. It's only good for the next 24 hours. Click the link to join the program, special offers, discounts, all of that. But if not, if they did not, they haven't clicked the bot, interacted in the past 24 hours, we're going to send them a different message that is Facebook compliant. So one good way to kind of get around the 24 + 1 rule is to re-engage them and send them a message that they're gonna definitely click on, but it can't be promotional. So you're going to kind of have to think about how you want to craft this, but you can use some curiosity to say, did you hear about what I just did? I'm not sure how many people know about it. And then some emojis so they click. And then you're like, I slashed my prices. I added all these bonuses. I can't believe it. It's so crazy. Like that's, obviously a little bit over the top, but it's definitely done, by a lot of people. But you can kind of think of the way to make it your own. Obviously, I wouldn't recommend just copying and pasting this strategy here. But the point is, you can use this condition to say, has the user interacted in the last 24 hours? If yes, I'm going to send them this message. If they haven't, I'm going to send them a different message to try to get them to click one of the buttons and restart that 24+1 clock. Okay? All right, so another thing that I want to show you is it's really related to this this sequence here. The idea here is that they're going in to get a free 5-day puppy training mini course. So I've got some segmentation where I say, hey, is he potty trained? Yes or no? And then from that I ask another question, but let's just assume that I wasn't asking all that, and I tag them, yes, they're potty trained, no, they're not potty trained, right? Let's just go ahead and do that. I don't care if I break this flow. It's an old, I've already got a template for it. So let's break this. Well, actually, I don't want to do that. We can use, I've tagged them. It just makes it a little more complicated. So instead of tagging them at each step, I tag them at the next step. So I have like 4 levels of segmentation instead of just 2. So I asked them one option with 2 questions, and that led to a separate question with 2 options. So now I have 4 segmentation options. All right, so now let's go and say that let's go into the drip campaign, the sequence, and now I can set it up so that if the dog is potty trained, I can give them a special course basically, or set of content. So let's go into, oh yeah, here we are, sequences. I'll show you how that would be done. So day 1, you could give them a custom one, or maybe it's all the same. And then on day 2, let's say that if the puppy is potty trained, we're going to give them a certain training video, and if they're not, we're going to give them another video. So how would we do this? We would click this little card and then go to condition. Okay? We're going to drag our starting step to the condition, and then let's say that this is the video we want to send if they are potty trained. Well, I'm jumping ahead. We'll click yes. So we're going to set the condition. So does the dog match any of these conditions? And so remember on the last one, I had 2 tags for if they were potty trained and 2 tags if they were not. So what I'm going to do is, if it matches any of the conditions for when it was potty trained, I'm going to go to this one. And then if it's not, then it means that it's not potty trained, right? Because they're still opted into this sequence, that means that they were one of the 2. Okay, so any of the following, the condition is the tag is puppy potty trained no, or yes, we're going to do yes. So we're going to select that one, or tag is this other one, because this was saying he's potty trained and he's 5 years or older, and this one is potty trained but 0 to 5 years. Okay, so for the sake of this, I'm just going to duplicate this and say, you know what, they're going to get this video, and I change this link out if they're not potty trained. And that's a great way that you can give your audience more customized and more targeted content relevant to their needs, right? So that's one thing this Messenger is so great about, is you can survey them basically easier, just a couple clicks of the button, and you can send a whole different campaign of content towards them. So the more value they're getting out of you, the more likely they're going to work with you and spend more money with you. Okay? So that is the second option. And so the third option that I want to talk, so the third best thing that I want to talk, so another top way that I want you to use Facebook. So another top way to use the conditions function is actually to so another great way to use the ManyChat conditions is actually the So another great way to use the conditions function is actually to follow up with a user whether they did or did not take an action. So let's take this example here where you've got them a mini course, and you want to, a 5-day mini course, you want to make sure that they're taking action, and they're actually going through the course. So maybe you want to be a little bit pushy and say, hey, you know what, you didn't watch today's training, you need to go back and watch the training. Well, we can set that up. Okay, so let's do that now. So what you could do is, you've given them the training, and we can set it so that if they click the button, then we'll know. We'll add a tag so that we know. So let's perform an action, and we're going to click this button and say add a tag. Okay, and so watched day 2. We're going to add that tag. And I'm going to duplicate this down here because now we've got 2. And so we're going to drag it, meaning that if they click that button, then they're going to be tagged with watch day 2. Are we on day 2? What day? I think we're on day 2. Okay. So now they're tagged with day 2. What do we do next? Well, let's say that you want to give them about 2 hours after you send the message. And if they haven't clicked the link to watch the video, then we're going to pester them and say, hey, go watch the video. So how would we do that? We would then send, or we would set up a smart delay to automatically continue to the next step. All right, so did you guys see how I did that? I'm going to back up because I did that a little bit fast. I know that's not super intuitive. So, because I didn't click that, so it's going to look like this. All right, so we're going to go to the flow. You're going to scroll all the way to the bottom and then continue to the next step. And then you can choose next step, or you can just click here and go here. And it's going to bring up this screen. You can do smart delay. Okay, so let's wait 2 hours. All right, and then I'm going to set up a condition. The condition is, does the user match all of the following? Are they tagged with watch day 2? Right? So then we're going to say, hey, I noticed, come on, I noticed you were slacking a little on day 2. I mean, it's only day 2 so far. So whatever. I mean, obviously you're not going to be mean to them. I'm just kind of joking around, like you signed up for this. Why aren't you? I'm just messing around. So we could say something like that just to kind of re-engage them and make sure that they go back and actually click the. I've got Google here as just an example link, but here it is. Watch day 2. Maybe you can do like an angry face, like. I don't have one. Watch day 2. Come on, man. And then if they didn't, maybe nothing. Or you could do, what did you think about day 2's training? I'm not going to do it. ManyChat's kind of glitching up on me. But you could send them messages like that, getting some feedback, like, what did you think about the training? What were you missing? Or maybe, you're going to love tomorrow's training where we talk about X, Y, Z. Because if they're engaging with day 2, you want to keep it going. You want to continue to reward that behavior. Excuse me. If they're dropping off after day 2, they're probably not going to catch up on day 3. So it's a great way to kind of keep them engaged and keep them in watching it. I mean, I don't know if there's a magic number here with the wait 2 days or 2 hours. Maybe it's 6 hours. That's probably something more reasonable than 2 hours. Maybe they're at work, they couldn't watch it. But those are 3 great ways that you can use the conditions function in ManyChat to get some real power out of your chatbots and really supercharge them and kind of increase that automation. And the goal with this really is just to provide a lot of value to your users, to actually give them what they need or what you think they need, by the segmentation, or making sure you're compliant with the Facebook terms of service and the policies, or making sure that you're following up with them if they're not taking the actions that they said they wanted to take in the first place, which is joining a 5-day course. So guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe. I've got a lot more video coming out. I'm kind of going on a content spree right now. So go ahead and subscribe. Click the little bell notification. That way you'll be alerted when something new and fresh comes out. And I've got a free course in the description. If you want to go in and take a look at that. I've also got one in the comments if you want to take a look there. It's the same course, just 2 different places. Guys, make sure to like this video. I love it when you guys like it. Boost my YouTube videos to the top, that kind of thing. Do all that good stuff. I'll see y'all next time. Thanks.